What's up, guys? So if you've seen the video on the main channel on where I was trying to get this new fuel pump in and realized that it is not an OEM replacement, it's actually a lot bigger. It's pretty much an upgrade, or an OEM upgrade replacement. So this wouldn't fit, and the one I got from James Haggard, the nipple snapped off, so I couldn't use that one. So I was stuck with the shit one when, what was that event? When, oh, it was Club Lives North. I don't know how I didn't remember that, but I was stuck with the shit when I Club Lives North, and the car didn't run the whole day. So we are back home now. It's been a couple days. We're going to be going to Thompson Half Day, July 9th. As you see, the E36 is sitting over there with no love. So I'm going to pull her up here, hopefully diagnose the fuel pump. I don't know if I'm going to put 12 volts to the shit fuel pump to see if it'll run fine, or if I'm going to figure out a way on how to put this in the fuel tank. So it'll be fun. I'm going to jump back over just in case she doesn't start. I've been having good luck though. The battery hasn't been too shot. Ever since I've been bringing it to a couple of events, the alternator charged the battery up pretty good. I hope the inside is not wet. Oh, dude, she looks good. Hopefully she starts. The battery should be fine. Alright, moment of truth.
Wow. No battery pack.
Hear my brakes squeaking?
Yeah. Is it stuck?
Might be a little bit. Alright, so I got it pulled up, and to take the fuel pump out, the whole assembly is pretty straightforward. I already have the top off because I had to take the top off like 30 times because I took that thing out 20 times. So all you have to do is this whole top thing spins right here. You might have to take a screwdriver and put it right here, then hit it to break it loose. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I take this hose off, get those out of the way, take these two plugs off, get this top thing off, and then the whole assembly will just slide right out. So I grab a skinny screwdriver. First off, take this off. A little fuel will come out, but that's no big deal. Top these two off real quick, make it easier. I can't count how many times I took in this thing out, dude. Alright. Take the hose clamps off so you don't lose them. They don't fucking fall down and fall into the abyss. So once you got those two hoses off, you got the plugs off, basically just get yourself a nice beefy screwdriver, stick it on one of these little humps, and just hit it, and you see it just turns it out. You also want to do this the opposite way when you're putting it on the Torquedon too. You don't want to just have to hand tight. There we go. Then I'll break loose, slip it up, get that out of the way. Probably be a good idea to keep a rag in here too to wipe up any spilled gas. And then basically this just comes out. There's an O-ring that's around it, and you can just slip it right out. There's gonna be gas in the catch screen, so let's just let that drain out back into the gas tank.
Is that the tank right there?
Yeah, that's the tank right there. And then this side right here is just the sending unit. The gas gauge. There's two sending units. I don't know which one is broken in mine. Maybe both. Alright. Once you get that out, it's probably a good idea to put the cover over. Just set it over so no dirt and grime fall into the tank. That'll fuck the fuel pump up. So once you get this out, you're good to go. All right, so the idea I had to be able to incorporate this big fuel pump with the stock assembly, there's a little plastic piece that slides over the pump, and it's held in by 3 rubber grommet things. I assume it's for shaking this, or to absorb the shake. I don't know, when you're driving, going over bumps. But what I was planning on I was planning on taking this whole assembly out, getting the plastic thing off of this fuel pump, cutting it in half, putting the both pieces around this, and then putting a metal hose clamp around it, and then hopefully that'll be able to go in there with the stock plastic thing, and then incorporate all these 3 grommets. So it'll be easy to explain once I have it all off and cut in half and plopped in there. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so to take these black rubber grommets out, it's pretty straightforward. Just grab yourself some needle nose, and then just grab the bottom, give it a little twist and a pull, and it just pulls right out just like that. And if you place these on dirt, before you put it in the gas tank, just make sure everything is dirt free. Just take a towel or a rag to it, get all the dirt off, make sure there's no dirt on your sending unit, because now it'll really fuck you. It'll make you sputter and shit, and it just won't be good. So basically, yeah, I'm just gonna take this one out, get the fuel pump out really quick. Basically, just if I can do it. This comes off like that. You have 2 bullet connectors. I think that's what they were called. These right here. You want to take those off with a not a flathead, a needle nose, just like that. And then this hose, this is the hose that fucked me, and I was taking off the one that I have from James Haggard. I was taking off this metal clip, and then the nipple that connected it freaking snapped. If that didn't happen, I would have a mint fuel pump. So definitely gotta be careful taking these off. I don't even know the proper way how to take it off. Now I can explain how I was thinking about doing this. So this plastic thing doesn't fit over this, so what I was thinking about doing is cutting it in half, and then laying the 2 pieces, one on one side, one on the other side, and then getting a metal hose clamp and going around it, and hopefully the metal hose clamp will fit, or will hold it on tight enough. And then basically that'll be able to sit around that, and it will be able to go sit back in the stock assembly. I don't know if these will fit back on it though, because this is gonna be like spread apart, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be farther apart. No, it wouldn't make any difference actually. And I have another I have another one of these, so if I mess up or if it doesn't work, then I can just put the stock code back in and run 12 volts to it. So I'm just gonna take it and just cut it right behind where the rubber piece connects on both sides.
Alright, so Cam got this cut in half, so what his idea was is to just put it on here and take the biggest hose clamp you could find and just put it over and tighten it down.
And basically, yeah, just put it over and tighten it down. This is a huge ass hose clamp. It's one of these hose clamps. It's not a fuel clamp, just a regular hose clamp.
You want to tighten that?
We can actually probably use this one. Look, it has the bolt. It's a little bit smaller. Because this will have a lot of extra, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the screwdriver is my color. Alright. Tighten that biatch down. Alright, so basically this is what it's gonna look like. I mean, it worked out a lot better than I thought. So I just cut it in 2, found the hose clamp, and then just put them on both ends, hose clamped it on, and Brenden tried to push it, tried to take it off, he tried to slide it down, and it's pretty stuck on there. Try to slide it down really quick.
I don't want to break it, but...
Oh yeah, dude, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, this is solid.
Now the next thing is to get this hose off and put it onto the new one. Alright, so to take this clip off, or to take this hose clamp off, whatever you want to call it, the first one, there's a little clip. I couldn't get it, so I used a grinder and I just grinded the clip away a little bit just so I can... Yeah, go ahead. Just so I can bend it up, because I'm not going to reuse this. I'm going to use a small hose clamp, a small fuel hose clamp to put on there, just so it's easier to take off and on. So basically, well, now it's loose enough to the point where I can just... take it off like that.
Oh, wow.
A lot of fuel in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fuel in there. Get it all out. All right.
Light it.
Yeah, you want to light it?
No.
Now, I want to see, where's that new one? Here it is. I want to see if this goes onto here good. Which it does. Sweet. All right. Before I put that on, I want to make sure that it fits in here. So. Put it in just this. Look at that, dude.
Can you push it up a little bit, or does it
It sits right there. All right, now the next thing to do, if I can get this out, is we have to take these two wires right here, positive, negative. I'm gonna have to clip these because this new one, the stock one comes with billet connectors, and then the new one comes with the rings that you slide over. So I'll show you. All this shit over here that we need, and it even comes with things you put over it so it's not exposed. All right. Extra rubbers, heat shrink, and then these are what we have to put on instead of the billet connectors. Now I'm not sure if bigger is positive or smaller is positive, or if big is negative and small is negative. So I'm gonna have to look that up, which is no big deal, unless it says on the fuel pump. Where the hell is it? Using it. I'll show 'em. All right. So on the fuel pump, it actually says that, I don't know if you can see it, but down in the bottom corner right there, you can see that says plus and that says minus. So the bigger post is negative, smaller post is positive. Good deal, dude. Good deal.
Worked out a lot easier than I thought it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Is this what was giving you problems at special stage?
Yeah, the fuel pump. Yeah. I just saw black dikes or brown dikes somewhere. Alright, so I got the heat shrink wrap off. I had to splice these wires because when I was taking it off, my dumb ass couldn't get these off by finger, and I didn't think to use needle nose, so I cut them. So I had to splice these back on. So I'm gonna take them off and then just easily crimp these on, and then we'll be pretty much set, be able to stick it back in the car and test it. I got the connectors all crimped on now. This one, or both of them actually, you see this blue thing is really loose and it keeps coming off, so I'm gonna throw a half a thing or a quarter thing of heat shrink tube over it, heat shrink it, and then we'll be able to put the fuel pump in and then give it a test. I'm pretty excited. Alright, that should be good. Here's one heat shrink wrap. Cut this one a little bit smaller. This is definitely not the best heat shrink wrap.
I could tell.
I mean, I'm not really supposed to use a lighter, but it works.
What are you supposed to use?
A heat gun. Ooh. Oh god, that lighter was hot as fuck. Alright. Let these cool down now, then we'll be able to throw it back in. So we got the heat shrink wrap done, got the mounting option done, and I just found this line. I'm pretty sure it's from a moped or a dirt bike, I'm not sure, but it fits perfectly over where I need it to go. The screen that came off the OEM one, the outlet is too big to fit over this, and this is that usually what sits in the gas tank, but that can't fit over, so I'm gonna put this on, hose clamp that on, came with a hose clamp, and then I'm gonna put a screen over the bottom, just like a mesh screen, and then hose clamp that on, and then that'll basically be the filter. Oh dude, unless that might work.
Can you clamp that on too, or is it not?
Like it's almost like fitting in there completely perfect. Fuck it, this will work. Doesn't really have to be perfect. It's just sucking fuel. As long as nothing's in the tank, or nothing is on the assembly when we put it back in the tank, then nothing will get sucked up, you know what I mean? No, that's not tight enough. I'll have to use a different, I'll have to find another hose clamp. She's all installed, guys. That worked out 10 times better than I thought it was going to. Oh my god.
It looks really big in there.
Yeah, I know. Like it just barely fits. Like it was a squeeze, but as you see, all the rubber grommets are in. It's being held in good. This one's a little ripped, but that's all right. But she's stuck in there. This hose is holding up good. Got this hose on. She's good. All we have to do now is hook up the positive and the negative, bolt it on, and we can put it back in the fuel tank and start her up and see if she doesn't fucking sputter. We'll take her down the road maybe. All right, guys, she's installed, and I'm very, very happy with the end result. It came out a lot better than I thought it was. Went a lot smoother than I thought it was. Now all we have to do is slap it in the car and see if she runs. I got both the wires bolted up, as you see. Heat shrinked, hose clamp on, hose to go into the tank. I don't have a screen, so I'm not gonna put that on, but yes, I will eventually get a screen just to throw that over. But basically that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and slap it in, and then I'll get back to you guys when she's in, and we'll give her a start. Alright, I got her back installed. So to reinstall it, like I said, just it's easier, that rubber O-ring, it's easier to put the rubber O-ring in first and then put the assembly in, because it's kind of hard to line it up when you have the whole assembly, like when you have the rubber ring around the top of the assembly. So put the rubber ring in first, slip the assembly in, make sure that the two prongs are pointing to the driver's seat, and then go ahead and slip the black ring on, tighten that down, hammer it, torque it down, put your hoses back on, big hose onto the big one, little hose onto the little one, put your plugs back on, black one goes in the back, white one goes in the front, and then you're basically done. I'm gonna go ahead and start her up and see if she runs. All right, let's see. I hear a little bit of a leak, so. I hear a little bit of a leak. I'm not sure what that could be. Huh. I can hear like chugging. Huh. Alright guys, so that's how you change a fuel pump from a 93 E36 from an OEM to an upgraded pump the Haggard way. So if you guys enjoyed, Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later.